Chess is more than a game. It's strategy, it's intelligence, it's friendship. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my channel. The game has just begun.
Hi chess friends, I'm here to show you the game number 4 that was played today by Carlsen and Nepomniachtchi. In this game, Carlsen plays with white pieces and Nepomniachtchi with black pieces. After 3 games ended in a draw, we have this game number 4 that we can discover together. And before showing you the game, I want to do some consideration about these 3 draws. A lot of people said that are so boring and that the draw or something this and they are not playing well, or and I don't think so. Chess is not only sacrifice pieces. Spectacular game when you play so precisely, and perfect game. It's very difficult build something, build a tactic and attack. So I think that is normal that the 2 player continue to make some draw. In the 3rd game, curiously, I discovered that they play with a perfection near to computer 90.7 for Nepo and 99.7 for Nepo and 99.8 for Carlsen near computer percentual. So something of incredible that we have never seen in a championship match. So they play so well, so solid like a computer, and so we have to wait a lot to see a win, I think. And all this draw, like was Caruana and Carlsen, is doesn't mean that is a bad game. Okay, so now we can begin. In this game, Carlsen opened with e4, e5 by Nepo, knight f3, knight e4, and knight for e5. d6, typical move, knight f3, and now knight e4 by Nepo, gain again the pawn. d4 by Carlsen, typical move, d5, controlling this knight, defending the e4 square, bishop d3, and bishop d6 by Nepo, castle by Carlsen, castle by Nepo, and c4 by Carlsen, trying to attack this pawn. Nepo defend with c6, controlling more the center, and Carlsen play rook e1. Bishop e4, typical development of pieces, and now queen b3. This is a typical move. When you move this bishop, you don't control more the b7 pawn, so this is a typical move for this reason. So you develop the queen, but you attack at the same time the b7 pawn. So queen d7, Nepo developed the queen and defends this pawn. Now knight c3. Here Nepo capture. Here you have 3 possibility. You can capture with the pawn, but you lost the bishop, so it's not possible. You can capture with the queen. You can do it. Carlsen chose the best move. The 3rd possibility is capture the bishop instead of the queen. And with this bishop attacks the queen. So Nepo capture with the queen the bishop, queen for f5, and now Carlsen capture with the pawn, keeping this queen on this b file, attacking this pawn. So b4 c3, and now b6, to keep this pawn, to defend this pawn. We have c4 d5, c4 d5. Now queen b5, a nice move of queen. In this way prevents the normal development of this knight on c6 and control e8 square with the queen and with the rook. So here Nepo retreats the queen, come back, queen d7, and now Carlsen, instead retreating the queen with move like this, for example, decided to play a4. Queen capture for b5, a for b5, and now Nepo push a5. The idea is that this rook attacks this pawn, so this pawn is weak, and you want to play to develop the rook. So after move like this and move like this, you can do, because this pawn is weak. So you have to do something, and Nepo plays the right move, play a5. Here Carlsen could capture en passant, but decide to do something of new, because he plays with the white pieces, so he wanted to try to do something new and play knight h4, a completely new move in this position. So we have a completely new game in the 18 moves. And now Nepo play g6. Here Carlsen play g4. The idea of g4 is pushing g5, controlling this pushing, f6 and h6. And here Nepo plays knight d7. Knight g2 by Carlsen. Another reason of this g4 to play knight g2 and play move then move like, for example, queen bishop f4 here, and changes the bishop, and rook c8 by Nepo, a really nice move. With this move Nepo attacks his pawn, and here Carlsen reply with the best way to reply in this position and plays bishop f4. You could defend in a simple way this pawn with move like this, but this is not a way to develop a piece, so this bishop will be a little passive here. In this position, Nepo could have a little advantage, for example, with move like knight here and trying to come here, and here in on e4, and Carlsen here has to prevent and weak a little, having a little weak position. Okay, but here Carlsen replies with the best move, bishop f4. The idea is here Nepo has a bishop that is attack, so Nepo capture, Carlsen capture, knight 44, and here Nepo capture on c3, but Carlsen can hit on d5, attacking the rook. So now we have this a pawn free that can push and become a queen, but Carlsen has d pawn with the same idea. Rook d3, attacking the rook, and now rook e7, attacking the knight. Here Nepo can capture the pawn because this rook can capture the knight and defending at the same time the knight. So here Nepo decided to retreat the knight back and play move like knight e6. This is a typical idea, and now this is check with knight f6. Here Nepo move the king on g7, and now we have knight e8 check, king g8, and now d5 by Carlsen. You can't capture the pawn because there is a knight f6 with this double check, and you lose the rook, the rook and the game. So Nepo here can capture the pawn and plays a4. He uses his best pawn. Knight f6 by Carlsen, and now after king g7, g5 defending this pawn. Here Nepo tried to push again the pawn. This pawn seems dangerous, but Carlsen knows how to defend from this position. And here Carlsen think a lot and plays knight e8. This was a crucial moment for the game because here Carlsen, for this move for knight e8, thinks like 33, almost 34 minutes for only a move. He was in trouble in time a little, and Nepo has more of 1 hour. So this was a crucial moment for Carlsen. It was a position with a lot of complications, so it's normal. Here you could think to push this pawn because there is always the double check. But here there is a possibility to play knight e6. You can't play knight e6 now because the pawn control e6. So when you push this pawn, you leave this move, and this knight here defends really well the point of d8. And if here Carlsen push, you can play simple rook d8. And after rook e8 we have a good position. You don't capture the rook, you don't need, and this knight remain here to guard the rook, so it's completely okay for Nepo. So Carlsen here decided to play knight e8, and now king g8. Carlsen repeat knight f6, king g7, and now knight e8 again, king g8, and now after knight f6, Nepo and Carlsen agree to a draw. We have this completely draw position where we have this dangerous pawn. So Carlsen decided to do this move, repetition, because he has done a right valuation of the final, and there is no possibility. You play with the white pieces, so you want to try, but when you see that there is no possibility to do nothing, you have to do a draw. Yeah, and Carlsen decided to do this after trying with some pushing of pawn. He don't see nothing, and yeah, we have the game number 4 that ended in a draw. And thank you for watching my video. I hope that enjoy you, and that you will remain with me with this championship match. Tomorrow will be the game number 5, and we will see together what happens. The level of two players is incredible height, like when there were Carlsen Caruana or Carlsen Karyakin, and I think that is not important if it's always a draw. It's beautiful. It's beautiful for the solid game, for the incredible, precisely game of both player, and they are really strong. And the force that make some imprecision and play a little bad risk, because at this level only one lose on the long times. With only one lose, you risk a lot to lose the entire match of championship. So the whole match of championship. Thank you, and see you tomorrow, and bye.